Have you ever been scrolling on your phone and one minute you're laughing your head off, and then the next you feel kinda blah? It's like a wild ride, right? Well, today we're going to figure out what's really going on with all those feelings. Oh, and just a heads up, this is part 2 of our 4-part series, where we're digging into how social media is built to keep you scrolling. So, in part 1, we talked all about the tricks, like endless scrolling and all those likes. Today, we're going to get into how those tricks actually make us feel.
All right, so I want you to picture this. Social media is basically a giant emotional roller coaster. It's got those super fun, exciting parts that go way up, but it's also got some pretty big drops.
Let's start at the top of the ride, the happy stuff. There are tons of reasons social media can be awesome. You're cracking up at some hilarious video. You feel totally proud of a picture you posted, or, you get that great feeling when a bunch of likes start rolling in. It's also just a cool way to see what your friends are up to.
But here's where that roller coaster gets a little wobbly. 1 second you're feeling on top of the world, happy, excited, totally connected, and then, bam, the very next minute you could feel the complete opposite. Sad, lonely, maybe even a little jealous. It's a lot, and those quick changes can really mess with your head. So, let's talk about that big drop. Hold on tight. What happens when the ride goes down? This is where we get into those not-so-great feelings that can sneak up on you after you've been on an app for a while.
And this is maybe the most important thing to remember. When you're online, you're looking at everyone else's highlight reel. People are posting their amazing vacation photos and their awesome birthday parties. They're not posting pictures of them doing homework or cleaning their room. So comparing your normal life to their best moments just isn't fair to you.
Let me ask you a question, for real. Have you ever been scrolling and you see your friends all hanging out, doing something super fun, and you just get this sinking feeling in your stomach? Like, wait, why wasn't I there?
Well, guess what? That feeling has a name. It's called FOMO. It stands for fear of missing out. It's exactly that. That worried, kind of sad feeling you get when you think you're being left out of the fun.
And FOMO is super tricky because it works in a cycle. Check this out. First, you see your friends having fun. Then, you start to feel bad. So what do? You check your phone even more because you're scared you'll miss something else. But the more you check, the more worried you get. See? It's a loop that's really tough to get out of.
So what happens when you stay on this emotional roller coaster for too long? When the ride just keeps going and never seems to end? Well, all those feelings can start to cause some real problems away from your screen.
Too much time scrolling can make it really hard to fall asleep at night. It can make it tough to focus in school, and maybe you start falling behind. And weirdly, you can be surrounded by people online, but still feel really lonely. And yeah, it can definitely cause some fights about how much time you're on your phone.
Look at how this can play out over a week. Let's say Monday, you stay up way past your bedtime scrolling. Well, on Tuesday, you're going to be a zombie in class and you can't focus. By Wednesday, you miss a homework assignment because you were distracted. And then Thursday, you get into a fight about screen time. It all just snowballs.
Okay, this is so important. Your brain is still growing. Seriously, think of it like a building that's still being built. It's working super hard. And if you spend too much time on social media, it can kind of get in the way of that important construction project. For instance, your brain gets used to watching super fast, short videos. That can make it way harder to focus on something longer, like reading a book. It can also make it a little tougher to handle big feelings, like getting frustrated, and it makes it really hard to resist grabbing your phone all the time. So you might be thinking, why does this feel like such a big deal for me? Why does this roller coaster feel extra intense for kids, maybe more than for grown-ups? Well, there's actually a really cool science reason for that. It's because your brain is basically a superhero right now. And one of its main superpowers is being super sensitive to rewards. That means things that feel good feel really good to a growing brain. So getting a like feels extra awesome to you. Plus, right now you're figuring out who you are and where you belong, and connecting with friends feels like the most important thing in the world. Your brain just loves those quick little hits of happiness that social media gives you. All of that makes it way harder for kids to just, hop off the ride.
But here is the best part of all. Now that you know how the ride is built, you know the tricks, you know about the ups and the downs, that gives you all the power. Understanding the secrets behind it is how you get to be in control.
So I'm going to leave you with this question. You know exactly how this roller coaster works now? You know where the big drops are? You know why the fun parts feel so good? So, who's really in the driver's seat? That's right, you are.